Hi, hello everybody. How are you today? Are you ready for our lesson? Well, you'd better be because today we have a new lesson and it'll be very useful for you. You will see what it is about. But first of all, I'd like you to think of the following. Let's suppose that somebody you are working with breaks something. Yeah, a bottle, a bottle of whiskey, whatever. Yeah. So then that person you work with breaks that bottle of whiskey. The name of your friend is Johnny. Johnny broke it. Johnny Walker broke the bottle. Well, now you don't want your boss to know who did it. So then, because you decide that your coworker is a very good coworker, that it was just a mistake, he won't do it again, he will be more careful. So then you want to protect him at a certain extent. So you decided to report what happened, but not to say who did it. Is that possible? You come up to your boss and then you tell him Johnny broke the bottle of whiskey. Of course, you are not gonna do that. So then, how are you going to report that without giving your friend away? Well, very easy. You use passive voice. Yeah, passive voice. Listen, you don't need to mention who did it. You just need to mention what happened. And it goes something like this: a bottle of whiskey was broken. Easy. A bottle of whiskey was broken. That is it. That's a report. You reported what they needed to know in order um, to restore that bottle, and you didn't mention who did it. All right. So let's pay a closer attention on how it works. Let's take a look at this. Let me share with you my whiteboard, and here we are. I guess so. Once again, oh, passive voice. That's the way we call it, the passive voice. Take a look at this information. We have the three main ingredients for the passive voice. All right, is who receives the action. In this case, it was the bottle, yeah, a bottle of whiskey. Then we use the verb to be in the correct tense of for what happened. So it happened in the past, right? So what is the past simple? Well, you have two forms, was or were. But since it was it, what corresponds to it? Were or was? Exactly, was. So then we go like a bottle of whiskey was, and then the action. The action, what is the action? Break. But did I say break? Or I said broken? Yeah, I said broken. So it's not break, it's not broke, it is broken. Do you remember the third column of the verbs list that I gave you the last class for you to study? Yeah, exactly. Because we were gonna use it today. So yes, broken. So then let's let's say the sentence once again. Here we go. Who receives the bottle of whiskey? Then the simple past was, and then the action broken. A bottle of whiskey was broken. Who did it? No need to mention that. There's no need to mention that. All right. And what if we talk about this things that are done at the office, at work, not only at the office, but at work. So, what does it say here? Yes, reports, photocopies, and phone calls. Yes, no, no, no. Don't say fun. It's not fun call. No, no. Phone. Check it out. Listen to me. Look at me. Phone. Phone calls. All right. Phone calls is something different. Phone calls. All right. Good. Nice pronunciation. Well, so then we have reports, photocopies, and phone calls. Yes. But is there a need to mention who does all that? No. We don't need to know that. Not at least in this class. So, what is the action for reports and photocopies? Tell me. And phone calls. Yes, you're right. Here it is. It's the verb make. But of course, we don't use make in the simple form. We don't use it in the past tense. We use it in the past participle form, which is, you got it, made. Exactly. So then the only thing we need to figure out is what is the tense we have to use? Are these things just something in the past or something in the future, or it is a constant feature of our job? Right, it is constant. Do you remember what tense we use when something is constant, a habit or a routine? Exactly, simple present. Tell me, what is the simple present of the verb to be? Am, is, are. Very good. Now we're talking about reports, photocopies, and phone calls. So what is it? Am, is, or are? Are, exactly. So then tell me the whole sentence, please. Exactly. Reports, photocopies, and phone calls are made at the office every day. All right, you choose your complement there. What else is done every day in our job? Well, of course, business meetings and briefings every day, all the time. Well, what's the verb for business meetings and briefings? Make, do, have. Yeah, have could be. Well, let me teach you a new verb. The verb hold. Yeah, the verb hold. Here it is. Take a look at it. Hold. Yeah, you hold a meeting. You hold a briefing. It's the same as you have a briefing, you have a meeting, but it's more commonly used hold. Now tell me, what is the past participle of hold? Yeah, you saw it. It's right there on the screen. Held. Exactly. Pronunciation. No, 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 no hell. Hell is something different. This is held with a D at the end. Listen, held. Look at me. Held. Can you hear that little D? Exactly. Say it again. Held. Very good. Excellent. So now let's let's get the whole sentence all together, all the pieces together. So let's read it. Business meetings and briefings. Am held. No, no, no. It's not am. Are. Very good. Once again, business meetings and briefings are held at work every day. Good. Excellent. What else do we have here? Let me show you the next one. Now let's see who tells me what it is. Yeah, read it. Read it for me. The letters. It's like the in the alphabet. Yeah. CNC. Yeah, that's right. CNC machines. Yeah, very good. CNC machines, air conditioners, and office um, office appliances and office machines. What? What is the verb for that? There are many verbs. Let me help you out with the verb that we need to use in this one. Let me show you. We're gonna use this one. Yeah, let's use fix. Exactly, like Fix breakfast or fix dinner. Well, it's also used for machines. Fix, repair. That's a synonym. Repair, repair. Repeat, repair. Air, like in air conditioner or repair. Very good. So fix. The past participle. No, no, fix it. Listen to me. Listen to me. Fixed, fixed. You see? Do you remember the rule of pronunciation? When it ends with an X and then an ED, you have to do the xt, xt. So fixed, the fixed sound. Very good. All right. So what do you think it goes with this one? Am, is, or are? If we are talking about every day, yeah, it's going to be present. Very good. So then, yeah, are. Perfect. So then read it together, please, for me. CNC machines, air conditioners, and office appliances are fixed constantly or every day or every month in our office. Very, very nice. Another example. You're doing pretty well. What about this one? The truck. What happened with the truck? Oh, whoa, whoa. It seems it happened a problem. Let's see what the problem was. Boom. Overload. Past participle overloaded. What's overloaded? Load. What's load? Load is what you put on the truck. There's the box of the truck at the back. What do you put there? Whatever it is, rocks or materials, construction materials, whatever it is the load. Okay, you put the load on the truck, but when you pass the maximum capacity of the truck, what happens? It's an overload, more than the capacity of the truck. When the truck breaks, all right, that's overload. Overload. Yes, overloaded is in the past participle. Very good. So then what happened to the truck? Yeah, say to me. Yes, the truck was overloaded. Why do you use was? Because we are talking about something that happened in the past. So we use the past simple. Very good. Very good. The truck was overloaded. Now, tell me something. Who did it? Who overloaded that truck? Do we know? No, we don't know it because we're using the passive voice. Yeah, we don't know who did it, or there's no need to know who did it. So we use the passive voice. All right. Well, in a few minutes, I'll let you know what trick we can use when we try to compare that with the Spanish sentences. Okay, but in the meantime, we need to know how to build them, how to construct these sentences. Let me show you a couple of examples more. This one, the fire brigades. The fire brigades in your factory, for example, they have to be prepared for everything, right? Well, they have to receive training. Training. Mm, exactly. Like when you practice something. Yeah, that's correct. That's training. Okay, so what happened with the fire brigades? Well, the fire brigades, let's suppose that we say last month. Last month. Is it present or past? Yeah, very good. Past tense. So then we need to use the verb to be in the past. Which one would you use? Was or were? Yeah, because it's brigades. So we're talking about they, them. All right. So then we use where. Sentence, please. Yes. The fire brigades were trained the last month. Very good. Bravo. And finally, the last example we've got here. Yeah, the fire alarms and the, what do you pronounce that? Yeah, CCTV systems. You know, the closed circuit television, the CCTV systems. So yeah, we have it in all factories, we have it in all offices, we have them all around. Well, what can we do with the fire alarms and the CCTV systems? What do we have to do with them all the time? Yeah, that could be. But let me show you which one I chose. hmm To give preventive maintenance. Repeat after me. Give preventive maintenance. No, no, it's not maintenance. No. Listen, listen, listen. Maintenance. Mainten. Yeah, it's weird. It's a new sound. Listen. Mainten. Mainten. Yeah, maintenance. That's right. Well, little by little, we'll get a better grip of it. So, so the verb is to give preventive. Oh, well, again, preventive. We'll say preventive. Well, it's possible to say preventive, but let's sound a little more American. Preventive. So, give preventive maintenance. Good. What is a past participle? Yeah, there you go. It's right there on the screen. Exactly. Given preventive maintenance. Well, let's suppose that happened last week. So what is it? Simple present or simple past? Simple past for one thing or for several things. Several things. We use what, was, or were. Perfect. Where? So give me the sentence. Yeah, the fire alarms and the CCTV systems were given preventive maintenance. Very good. There you go. Now we understand how it works. Well, the following is a task for you. I try not to help you that much. So let me share the screen with you. Let me close this whiteboard and share the screen. Give me just a sec. Let me choose the screen and let's share. Here we are. There you go. Boom. All right. So as you can see here, we've got this. Let me do some adjustments here. Let me move these around so that I can see you better. All right. So here we have our passive voice exercise. So please, well, let me tell you that we can use the passive voice for things that we don't know. For example, here it says, se robaron 3 laptops la semana pasada. What is that in English? How do you say robar in English? Yeah, exactly. It's in the verbs list. Steal. What was the past participle? Take a look at the list. Stolen. Very good. So, how would you put it? When we say se robaron, is the passive voice. All right. How would you put it in English? Yes. All right. Okay. Wow, that was great. 3 laptops were stolen last week. Perfect. Very, very nice. Now look at the pattern. Look at the next one. It says se mezclan los ingredientes y se agrega agua al final. Se mezcla. Oh, again, we see the pattern. You see, se robaron, se mezclan. Again, is the passive voice because you don't say who did it. We don't know who did it. Or we don't know who does it. For example, here, se mezclan los ingredientes y se agrega agua al final. That's not past. What is it? Exactly. It's present. It's a recipe. The instructions that you need to follow to make a recipe. So then, how would you put it in English? Let's try it. Let's try it. All right. Yeah, mix. Mixed. Past participle is a regular verb. Mixed. Pronunciation mixed. Very good. Agregar, add. Very good, add. Uh-huh. Okay. Give me the translation. Very nice. The ingredients are mixed and water is added at the end. Perfect. Now, again, take a look at the next pattern. But first, let me mention that in other cases, you don't want or you don't need to know who does the action. So then, se presentó un nuevo video corporativo en la convención anual. Again, whenever you see se hizo, se presentó, se comió, se rompió, so then it's the, the past participle. Sorry, the passive voice, and then you need to use the verb in past participle, and then you start with the object that received the action. In this case, well, what is the object? Exactly, a corporate video. Corporate video. Presentar. Yeah, very good. Presented. That's nice. I prefer to use the other verb that is show. What is the past participle of show? Shown. Perfect. Now give it to me. The translation. Perfect. An updated corporate video was shown at the annual convention. Great. What about the human resources department? Wow, they work tirelessly. And what do they do? Well, se contratan alrededor de 10 personas cada mes. Again, se contratan. What do you have to say first? Yes. Who receives the action? The object of the action? Persons. How many? 10 persons. Give me the sentence. Oh, contratar. Hire. Hire. H-I-R-E-D in past participle. Hire, hired. Translation? Very good. Around 10 people are hired every month. That's great. And what about se adquirió una nueva enfriadora industrial? Like the one we have here at the factory. Yeah, the chiller. Yeah, the water chiller. Fantastic. Adquirir, comprar. Take a look at your verb list. Exactly. Bought. Pronunciation of bought. 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 You gotta do it like this with style. Bought. Perfect. Very good. Okay, now give me the translation, please. Yeah, a new water chiller was bought. Wonderful. And finally, when something is obvious that you don't need to mention it because everybody knows who did it or who does it. For example, se anunció un mejor paquete de prestaciones el año pasado. Who did it? We don't care. What we care about is what. Tell me, what is that what? Paquete de prestaciones. You know how to say that in English? Prestaciones, benefits. Paquete. You know paquete? Yes, package. Ajá. Mejor. Better. Very good. Anunciar. Yeah. Announced. Okay. Give me your translation. A better benefits package was announced last year. Perfect. Very, very good. Finally, por fin se llevaron esa montaña de basura. Do you see the pattern again? We have that se llevaron. Again, the passive voice. Se llevaron, se anunció, se adquirió, se contratan. Passive voice because you don't mention who does the action. All right? So, how do you say montaña de basura? Montaña. Oh, yeah, okay. Mountain. Remember the pronunciation? Mountain, like in maintenance. Mountain. Yes. Yeah, mountain is correct, but it's better to say a pile. A pile. P-I-L-E. P-I-L-E. Pile. A pile or of garbage. No, garbage. No. Garbage. Garbage. G. Like in lluvia. G. Garbage. Very good. A pile of garbage. Okay. Llevársela. You know how to say llevársela? Okay, give it a translation, please. Very good. Finally, that pile of garbage was taken away because is the what is it? The simple past or the past participle? Perfect. Taken away. All right. So now it is time to move on, and then we're going to have a little bit of conversation with these sentences. Let's suppose that one of you is the boss and the other one is the employee. So then we're going to try to say these sentences in a context. Well, that story is to be continued. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.